to go again for the trophy that was encased in their history. If they had forgotten what the European Cup was all about, a trip to Istanbul soon refreshed their memories. The new faces were just beginning the education that would lead to a glorious graduation. Galatasaray provided lesson one, and noisily.
You seem to feel threatened by the police. They seem to be. Oh, they were weighing down the rules. You can't go there, stay there. Come now. When you maybe went to warm up, you go now, right? There was a threatening attitude from them.
It took United another 2 or 3 years to reacclimatise to top-level European competition.
Galatasaray, who are the oldest club in Turkish football, are just one match away from what would be the biggest triumph in their country's rule that only allows 6 English players to be either on the bench or out there on the field at the start of play. Well, the game, and especially the atmosphere here, calls for a strong referee, and I'm glad to say we've got one tonight in Switzerland's Kurt Roethlisberger. Well, just 24 hours ago, we were across the city when Besiktas, the team managed by Gordon Milne, the former Liverpool player and Coventry and Leicester manager, were beaten by Ajax, and the atmosphere last night was just as electric as it is here tonight in the Ali Sami Yen Stadium. United's objective here tonight. In a way, the problem for United is simple. They have got to go out and win this match, because a 0-0 draw, a 1-1 draw, indeed even a 2-2 draw would see Galatasaray going through on the away goals rule. In the unlikely event of a 3-3 draw, we'd go to extra time. Roy Keane, the Irishman, picked tonight, didn't play in the second leg against Honved in the first round, and Alex Ferguson admitted that was a mistake. We need his strength and his running power, he said. So Keane in the side tonight, and we believe he will play in his usual midfield role. Galatasaray reached the European Cup semi-finals 4 years ago, and the quarter-final of the European Cup Winners' Cup 2 seasons ago, losing only to the eventual winners of the trophy, Werder Bremen. They are unbeaten in 17 European ties here on their own ground. And it's Manchester United who get the game underway, attacking from left to right. Galatasaray all in yellow. And certainly, Dennis, you've played all around the world. You were a member of the last Manchester United team to play in this competition 24 years ago. Have you ever And the free kick goes against Robson. Those numbers are wrong. It is you settled for. Just check it out. But well played in. So he really worked hard to get back and deny him there. Now Robson. Once again, Galatasaray have possession, but offside. Tudai was offside. And the nerves eating away at the Manchester United manager, I'm sure. 10 minutes into the second half, and the game remains goalless. That's a good header by Giggs to Sharp. Back it goes again to Giggs. Let's have a bit of magic now from Ryan Giggs. Sadly, no. Indeed, I think the referee had signalled a free kick in before. Critical, crucial goal. Then they'd have to hold on to it, because 1-1 would not be enough, I repeat. Bruce with the free kick. It goes in high, predictably towards Dublin. Headed away by Stump. Irwin knocks it back in. Yusuf gets it clear. Still in play, Irwin's gone well. And the referee's given a free kick against the United fullback. Harif goes down dramatically again. If he was hurt, I'm sure he's not as badly hurt as he's pretending to be. And there's a bit of an incident off the ball here, because Cantona went to fetch the ball, and suddenly all the Turkish players surround the Frenchman. And that was all totally unnecessary. And and he's inflaming the crowd, and I don't really know why on earth this is happening. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's all blown up from absolutely nothing, that. And they're still arguing and shouting, and Cantona would be well advised to get well away from it. Dion Dublin's doing just that. Well done, Dublin. The Frenchman flaring up there. He was trying to get the ball, and as you can see, one of the coaching staff of Galatasaray came to try and prevent him getting it, and he lashed out at it, and all that led to a flare-up which eventually involved about 10 players from either side. All very, very silly, and not doing United's cause any good at all. The last thing they want to do here is inflame this crowd anymore.
Really, with just a bit of frustration there on Cantona's part. He did, and as you say, one of the Galatasaray staff came out, and he was only trying to get the ball, I think, and of course a few people came on, so something that you don't want to happen.
There's the object of all the excitement. Irwin's clearance. Flicked on by Cantona. Dublin. Sharp. And that's a goal kick. Down on the touchline. Let's hear again from Gary.
Well, Gordon Milne, who's a manager over here in Turkey, was telling me this morning that it's incidents like that we've just seen involving Cantona that really get the crowd going. It's not so much the scoreline, it's an off-the-ball incident. And you can hear them really booing now. By the way, I spoke to Dion Dublin at the team hotel this morning, and he just said, I'd love to have the chance to come on because I'll battle my way through. It's a great opportunity for me to come back and really score a goal. Well, this would be the most important goal of Dion Dublin's career if he can snatch it with just a few minutes to go.
But here's Arif in possession for Galatasaray, threatening the United goal. Yusuf coming forward, first time in this half he's done so. And a poor cross. A bit of a gap he's left behind now. Schmeichel with one of those enormous throws of his finds Giggs, who couldn't find Dublin, lashed back into the United half, only as far as Bruce. 12 minutes to go, still 0-0. If it remains that way, Galatasaray will go through, Manchester United will go out. Free kick, or is it a throw-in? Giggs isn't quite sure. The referee's indicated free kick. Swung in high by Giggs towards Dion Dublin. It breaks to Robson, taken off him, and that'll only be a throw to United. And everyone stands to boo Cantona as he comes to the near touchline, but Sharp it is who'll take the throw in and look for Cantona. A difficult bounce there, but the whistle's gone because Dublin was fouling as the throw-in came in. He said his shirt was being pulled.
He's only been on about 5 minutes. I think that's about the fourth foul he's been involved in. But I think we're going to see some desperate defending by the Turks. They know that they're not very long away from going through to the next round. United desperately need to get the goal, so they're going to throw a lot up. And the fanatical support here as well. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, there were times in the 80s when English clubs absolutely dominated the European Cup with 7 wins in 8 years. But now we face the prospect of our English champions going out in only the second round of this season's competition. They have 11 minutes in which to do something about it. Bruce finds Ince, out to Phelan. Giggs takes over and whips it in first time. Sharp is up there. Dublin actually took it away from him, and he might have been better leaving it to his teammate that time. The clock ticks on. 10 minutes remaining. Galatasaray 0, Manchester United 0. 3-3 is the aggregate score, and if it remains goalless here, as the anxious managerial teams know, that means Galatasaray are through. The various cheerleaders dotted all around this stadium, unofficial and official, on their feet again. urging more noise from this crowd, have been here most of the day. Dublin's header to Robson. He's under pressure from Suat. Parker has it for Manchester United and finds Giggs. Giggs on again to Robson. Robson runs into trouble but keeps the ball, and then the whistle goes and the free kick has gone again against Robson. It's been very quickly taken. As you're seeing the replay here, they're already back in play. And a good layoff too by Hakan. Hamza getting forward on the left-hand side. Park has to take it away from him. Goal kick. 8 minutes to go, Dennis.
Well, time is certainly running out, and you must say that if they do go out tonight, it wasn't here that they've lost it. It was obviously at Old Trafford, where they drew 3-3. I mean, they've tried everything tonight. They've fought and they've battled. But when you look at what they've actually created, there hasn't been any. There was a chance in the first half with Giggs when he shot past the post, but really it's one of those, it's an up and under now, and it's a sort of, can you get that little bit of luck in the penalty area?
Phelan has turned his clearance straight to Arif. And now Suat. Dublin running hard to close down the space for Suat, who gives it away anyway. United just simply haven't created enough pressure, have they? I'm sure if they had to go out, they would have wanted to go out by at least throwing the ball in the box and giving Galatasaray a lot of problems, but that hasn't happened here. They're going to make another substitution now in an attempt to try and force something, and young Gary Neville, who's basically a defensive player, is the man who's coming on, and I'm not quite sure what that's going to achieve. Maybe they'll shove Steve Bruce forward into an attacking role.
Dennis? Something like that, yes. You can't really understand, you know, he's only a young boy coming on, he is a defender, and maybe they'll go through Steve up front.
I think it might be Parker who's coming off. I can see a number 6 there, unless it's a number 9. But anyway, whatever it is, they'll have to wait to make the substitution. The ball's still in play, but it isn't now. So a big moment in the career of this young man, though he would have certainly wished things to have happened in far better circumstances than this. 7 minutes to go, and it is indeed, I think, Parker who's coming off. And still the referee doesn't seem to have noticed that United are trying to make a substitution. It's Phelan, in fact, in the end, who's coming off. So Phelan replaced by Neville, and just 6 minutes remaining here. Bruce hammers the ball forward. Dublin turning it on. That's not a bad ball. Can Cantona get in behind the last defender? Well, Hayretin made sure he couldn't. And United under pressure themselves. Hakan taken off him by Irwin. This is Bruce. Frustration for Hakan, but he knows now he's only 6 minutes away from being on the victorious. He's got to have had a bit more time than this, surely. He hasn't added any, and time has run out for Manchester United. They are out of the European Cup. Galatasaray have completed the greatest triumph in the history of Turkish football. The champions of England are sadly beaten.
Are you glad to get out of Turkey?
Oh, you bet. I'll never get back.